What's up, guys? Welcome back. Malik here, and today we're going to be talking about my one trade on the NASDAQ 100. So, today I only entered on one trade. I was trying to kind of employ the supply and demand strategy, looking for areas where the market is like not supply and demand zones, employing that strategy instead of the support and resistance zones, but you can see that they kind of overlap. So I basically entered a trade as I saw the market kind of break above a zone, a supply zone that the market was selling off of pre-market. As soon as it broke above that level, I kind of took a trade to the upside and had my stop loss right down back into that zone. Nothing too crazy. As soon as it kind of started moving up, move my stop loss into break even, and I just basically let it ride for the most part. When it started to look like it was reversing, I did take some profits, but the market did continue rallying after that. That seems to be a trend. That's something that happened to me a lot, but I still come out of it profitable at least. Right, so the first trade today was on the 945 candle. You see this was a 950 trade. So this was the market on open. So this is probably 8 o'clock candle, and this is your 9:30 candle. So you see we had a big push to the upside. I was thinking to enter pre-market, but my rules basically said New York session only. So I just stuck to that and had to basically let the market play out before I enter. Right? So at 9:30, you can see the market started to break out of the level. I even drew a horizontal line basically at that level, because if you actually look previously, that's a level that the market seems to always react to. We might not see it now, but a bit in the past, the market actually reacted to that level, and it has reacted close to that level before breaking down. As the market pushed through that level, I was like, all right, I can take it to the upside with my stop loss at a recent demand or supply zone, right? So I took it to the upside here on the 945 candle. So you see it was like a breather after that big, basically, wipeout of everybody who had a short position coming into market open this morning. So I entered at 13648.6, and then I closed the trade after about 3 hours. That's around 12:08. So 12:08, and you'll see I basically closed it while it looked like there was a reversal. At this point, I'm like, why am I sitting in this trade for it to come back and take back the profits? No, I'm gonna sell it out and just make sure I lock in some profits. And something I even noted today, if you look at the two trades, this trade is actually 4 times smaller than yesterday's trade, right? But even though it was 4 times smaller, it was still able to make almost the same amount that I lost yesterday on with profits. So basically, I profited almost the same amount that I lost yesterday with 4 times less the risk. That's basically what happened with this trade. So I took it to the upside here. This was the zone that I was eyeing to say, all right, if it basically came back into this zone, my trade would have been invalidated. I wouldn't have even tried to trade it, right? So I wasn't even using any MACD or anything like that. I could see the weakness in the MACD, sure, but I didn't get any bullish engulfing or anything like that. It was just the market moving, and I was like, all right, take it to the upside. If they came back down and stopped me out at this level, basically it would have invalidated my trade, and I would have called it that done for the day, right? So this trade was a 3 hour trade. It ended up being a $53 profit trade, and that's basically it. I'm going to be studying a little bit more tonight, because even this morning and last night, I was just trying to understand supply and demand zones better so that I can employ it into my strategy. And you see, I only made one trade today and actually drew out some important demand zones. And by demand zones, they basically mean levels where big institutions tend to come in and buy at these levels, right? So we have one zone here, and we have also one zone a bit lower. hard to draw. Right now, right here could be a nice demand zone, but on the flip side, the market might start to break down lower into those zones as we start to drill down if we actually start to go that way. But I'll actually draw out this demand zone here, and we see how the market plays off of it, because there's a high likelihood that we kind of reverse tomorrow, tap this zone, and kind of push up, because you can see we're basically in an uptrend for the most part in the market, and this is going to continue until the market really knows what this debt ceiling news is going to be. So Biden and the Speaker of the House, I don't remember his name, I think it's Kevin McCarthy, they should be discussing how they want to go about raising the debt ceiling or pausing the debt ceiling. So basically, the US can basically come out of a debt crisis. That's basically what we have going on and the important things we have going on. But that's basically it for today's video. I'm going to be doing more research, and my friend actually posted a link to something to learn more on the supply and demand zones. And as I learn it, I'm going to be sharing it here for everyone to see and to understand as well, and to get my perspective on it. And I know that once I learn it, I'm going to be able to distill it and basically teach a lot more people, or just kind of break it down, because a lot of times I see when people learn something, they can't really distill it, they can't dilute it and just give it to somebody. They can't teach somebody to do something. And that's like the main thing. If you really get something, you can teach it to anybody, and there's a high likelihood that they can repeat what you have done or shown them, right? But that's basically it for today's video. I hope you like it, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Maybe I don't make a trade tomorrow. If there's no setup, I won't try to force a trade. But that's it, and I'll see you. Bye bye.